is Taylor, and I was an intern this year for NCC Manitoba. I spent most of my time working around the Brandon area, but I also got to visit a lot of areas on the eastern side of Manitoba as well, get to visit the folks in the Winnipeg office, and it was a very holistic experience altogether. I wasn't just kind of locked into one area. But a bit about myself before I kind of dig into it. So I grew up in South Central Manitoba in a small village of Cypress River. Spent a lot of time outdoors as a kid, a lot of time camping, taking part of interpretive events at like Fort White and, going to the zoo and all the things that kids like to do. But, into my adolescence, doing more volunteer-based stuff. Most of my work up to this point had been lacking sort of data collection, monitoring, that kind of stuff. And I knew NCC kind of had a really hard focus on that. And not only that, NCC Manitoba, it covers a large area. We have a lot of properties up near Riding Mountain. And so that's an area I honestly, even from living in Manitoba, I didn't have a lot of experience up there as a kid. We never really went that far. We always stayed in southern Manitoba. And so working for NCC, that was kind of my goal, was to see some of these new areas in Manitoba, to learn about the different species at risk that NCC is focused on, and things that even if I'm not working for NCC, I can keep an eye on. My favorite thing that I had done the entire time with NCC Manitoba was the monitoring that I got to do with Alex Switzer, who was a previous intern under your funding. And so she's now an assistant conservation biologist. And I had a lot of time working with her out in the field, monitoring different properties. And so just to kind of reference back to what I mentioned before, I got to see a lot of Manitoba, and I was incredibly grateful for that. Properties, north, south, east, west, and always looking for something different. Got to do a lot of habitat assessments of forests and wetlands, grasslands, like things like the real kind of hard sort of scientific work that I had been missing from both my education and previous work experience, because it wasn't really focused on that. So I got a lot of that stuff from this, and it was incredibly rewarding. I'm very thankful for the funding that was provided to give me this internship. And it's definitely going to help me to become, a better future conservation leader, but to also bring all the knowledge and skills I've gathered from this into other workplaces, and to hopefully in the future help to connect some of these NGOs and stuff more, because we're all working towards the same goal. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. The summer has been an incredible opportunity for me, and it would not have been possible without you.